Our lawmakers are trusted to make wise decisions with our tax dollars, but a Tennessee watchdog group says our politicians can do much better. Fox 17's Sky Arnold shows us areas that are raising some spending questions.
Raina James has a real big name, but it's been a few years since the top of her game.
The Bluebird Cafe was already a well-known venue. The show Nashville brought a new level of attention.
We just wanted to see what it was like inside.
Fans line up practically every day.
Yep, people are always peering in to see if we look like the set.
Erica Nichols says it's bringing a business boom.
The thing that's most remarkable is the number of people that we talk to who come because they saw Nashville on television.
Still, some say the more than $20 million taxpayers are chipping in to keep the show filming in Nashville isn't worth it.
If you think that it's successful enough to be picked up for a second season, then it could do it without taxpayer handouts, that it could survive on its own.
Television subsidies are just one part of this year's Beacon Center Pork Report, but they are by no means the biggest. That honor belongs to the $95 million taxpayers ponied up, according to the report, for Clarksville's Hemlock Semiconductor plant. The company just laid off 300 people and is still not open.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket and hand out taxpayer money to one company, particularly in a volatile market.
Now, some of the criticism in this report relates to projects that are still ongoing, like the work that's going on here at the Country Music Hall of Fame. The report cites $1 million the state spent integrating the building into the new Music City Center as money that shouldn't have been spent.
She's tweeting her peeps. Girl never sleeps, so every 5 minutes she's between the sheets.
Back at the Bluebird, you'll hear a different tune.
Plays two old hippies, the crowd knocks over.
It comes to the show that's bringing ears and eyes here.
I think the investment is incredibly important. It's going to deliver down the road.
Sky Arnold, Fox 17 News.
Well, the pork report is also critical of $73 million, it says, was spent improperly for unemployment benefits that went to some employed people. You can find a link to the full pork report at fox17.com. A construction project in Williamson County comes under scrutiny because of how long the project is taking to complete. Residents wanted to know why it's taken nearly 3 years to pave 3 miles of McHatcher Parkway. So we investigated.
For a year and 10 months, 96 straight weeks, 670 slow, frustrating days. Gary Thompson's been looking for a better way.
When you work 2 miles from your home and it takes you 30 minutes to get to work, very frustrating.
Some 23,000 drivers daily slowly snake their way through the construction barrels on McHatcher Parkway in Franklin, wondering,
when you see virtually nobody out here, I mean, what are they doing?
We traveled the project several times over the last couple of weeks. We saw overturned barrels, unmanned machinery, stalled traffic, but no workers. The Fox family home backs up to the project.
They could have worked on it and finished it by now.
After nearly 2 years, crews have widened just one side to 2 lanes. Neighbors wonder how they'll widen the other side in just 9 months. Under the contract, engineering firm Gresham Smith and Partners and its contractor Rogers Group have until May 2014 to finish.
This project is on schedule and scheduled to finish on time.
I've heard rumors that they stop, take on other projects, and then come back and start work again. I mean, if that's the case, that's very concerning.
Fox 17 checked, and this is the case.
This is perfectly acceptable by the state. They are allowed to work on other projects.
If it's taking them 6 months longer to complete a job than necessary, then that's 6 months they could be spending doing something else. So I absolutely think it's waste.
Wasted productivity for people delayed getting to work and customers delayed getting to businesses. Wasted gas idling in line. And what looks like corn wouldn't have time to grow 6 feet tall if the contractor spent more time working here.
This appears to be a corn stalk. I don't know if I'm in Cool Springs or if I'm out in the country. Makes me think of deer season soon.
Under the TDOT contract, Gresham Smith is getting $22.5 million.
We definitely have been working out there throughout the summer.
But when Fox 17 asked for a construction calendar of days worked this summer, Gresham Smith and Rogers Group referred us back to TDOT which then said they don't keep up with that.
Do they have to report to you or give you a schedule of what they're doing on any certain day?
No, as long as they are meeting the expectations to finish on time.
No accounting of what progress was made this summer at all. Vanderbilt University political science professor David Lewis specializes in the management and performance of government.
This is a persistent problem, not just in Nashville, but nationwide.
He says one of the major shortfalls across the board in government is a lack of contract management.
I mean, they should be able to say something of we were on site, X days of, the week, or, X number of days a month. That should be stuff that they should know.
With contract management in place, maybe TDOT could have kept a subcontractor from driving over this newly poured bike path that's part of the project. The sub had to pay to redo it. More delays, more waste.
Don't put a date far out and then hold them to penalties if they don't make that. Try and give them incentives to wrap it up.
We checked, and the contract doesn't offer incentives for early completion, but does fine the company $2,100 a day if they miss that May deadline. By that time, drivers will have logged hours upon hours of life they'll never get back, sitting in traffic.
Incidentally, after we contacted TDOT and the engineer and contractor, a few days later we did see some work activity at the site. TDOT says crews are now staging for the next phase. Up next in our Fox 17 Waste Watch special, another road project that many of you say is wasting money.
Maybe the priorities are not in the right place.
Why Laverne blew a huge chunk of repair money on a road that generates almost no tax money. Plus,
if you want your city to continue to grow and you want to attract high-quality jobs, then you have to compete with the other cities across the Southeast.
New jobs come at a cost. We are keeping tabs on how much a downtown banking center will cost taxpayers.